What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Oh man, the name alone is going to be a riot. Okay, making their debut on the channel tonight! Okay, we have... Oh my god, I'm going to try and say this with a straight face. We have King Gizzard and the Wizard Lizard. No, that's not right. Hold on.
That sentence had too many syllables. Apologize!
We have King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Yes, indeed. How about that? King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-boobidi-bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that clicking, please watch the entire video first, okay? Give me a chance to earn those clicks and those likes. Now, after you watch the video, if you still feel like doing all the clicks and the likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Brad Ball and Troy Rice. They both want to see me react to this song by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard called Billabong Valley. Now, have I heard the song before? No. Look, I would think if I heard a song by a band called King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, I have a feeling that would stick with me in some way for some strange reason. I don't know why. But look, there is a possibility that I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. Maybe I heard the song, you know, and they just didn't say who it was by. It's possible. So look, as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, you have got to be kidding me. This is that song. This is that song. I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by KEXP. Okay, sounds like a radio station. And the video has 1.4 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Billabong Valley, live on KEXP. Okay, so radio station or television station, one of the two. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Oh my God. That's what I was waiting for, to get this shot again. The big band. 2 drummers. Never understood that. Why 2 drummers? I just did a reaction to Heretic Spin, and they were doing a live performance with 2 drummers. And I said, I'm going to say the same thing here that I said there. Aesthetically, from a visual standpoint, it looks cool. You know, it looks strong, but from a logistics standpoint, from a musicality standpoint, it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense at all. Both drummers are going to be playing the exact same patterns. They're going to be playing the exact same fills. They're going to be playing the exact same. They're going to be playing at the exact same tempo. At least I hope so. Because if it's not, and someone goes off track, or someone falls behind, someone drags, someone rushes, someone does anything incorrect, and it's going to sound dirty. It is going to sound muddy. It is going to sound like an absolute train wreck. So why a band would want to put themselves in that position to possibly allow that to happen, I don't know. I don't get it. I do not get it. I am not sure. But it's fine. It is what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4 guitar players. Again, you know, why? I do not understand that. Well, actually, hold on. One of them's bass. Hold on. So 1, 2, 3 guitar players, and okay, so that makes more sense. 3 guitar players, bass player. Okay. Bass player and keyboard. A lot of voicings. It's a lot of voicings. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't see the purpose for it. I don't know. If it was okay, if they got rid of just 1 guitar player and they had 2 guitars, keyboard, bass, and drums. So get rid of 1 of the guitars and 1 of the drums. It'd be a little more streamlined, a little less opportunity for mess ups, and to be perfectly honest with you, you're not going to notice that much of a drop in the sound quality. You're just not. Whether you have 2 guitars or 3 guitars, you're not going to notice any difference in fullness, especially if you have a keyboard player there to boot. So. I don't know, it just seems like overkill to me. It does seem like overkill, but I will say this. I mean, it does sound good. It doesn't sound crowded. How about that? It doesn't sound like, you know, a great big jumbled mess of, you know, musicians. It sounds good. So I don't know. Maybe the guitar players are staggering their playing. Maybe, you know, 2 are playing at any given time and one of them's taking a break, and then, you know, in the next section, that guy comes in and another guitar player drops out. Maybe that could be what's happening. I don't know. I have no clue. It looks like a hot mess. Anyway, let's keep going here. I've been watching the drummers, and they have their eyes locked on each other. Like, they're watching everything the other one is doing. So they're doing a great job of sticking together. I will give credit where credit's due. I mean, they are absolutely doing a fine job of staying right together, hitting every single, whether it be the heads or the cymbals or whatever. Every single hit they do, they are spot on, right together, hitting the exact same instrument as the other one is, at the exact same time, in the exact same spot. Even to the point where, like, when they were doing the ride work, they would both hit on the bell of the ride at the same time and then work their way down. And that was cool. It's cool. I'm glad they're pulling it off. I still don't understand the reasoning for it, but I mean, it's cool to see, though. I will say that. The song is slow. It is a slow, chill song. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Songs like this are not my cup of tea. So I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say, "Oh, I love the song." No, I'm not loving the song. If I'm being honest here, it's not for me. That's not to say that the song is bad. The song's not bad. I'm just not enjoying it personally. That's all. But there's a lot of good stuff happening here, and I will talk about all of that in the review. Let's finish this out and we'll get to that. Yes, let's do that.
He never gave a warning. That dog walking, shot in the back by morning.
Ooh, that hum. Woo, boy. Yeah. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard with a tune called Billabong Valley. This was a request from Brad Ball and Troy Rice. All right, I thought about it. I got a score here. And the score makes sense to me. Hopefully it'll make sense to you after you hear me explain my reasonings. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.2. Yep, 7.2. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, let me just get this out of the way. I didn't really enjoy the song. I really didn't. It's not something that I would ever want to listen to again. This is not in my wheelhouse. It is not blowing my skirt up. It is absolutely not my cup of tea. Okay? Got it out of the way. Now, having said that, though, it is a really good song. I may not like it, and I don't like it. I'm going to be straight up with you guys. I don't like it, but it's not a bad song. It's actually a really good song. There's some good stuff happening here. Starting off with my favorite instrument, the bass. The bass playing in this was tight. I dug the bass. The bass was really good on this. Locking in with not one, but two drummers. Now, here's how that's getting pulled off. Those two drummers had to play completely 100% in sync with each other. They were watching each other like hawks. They absolutely were. Watching each other to see where and when and how every single strike, every single hit was going to happen, so they would be precisely in sync with each other. Not easy to do. And I gotta give them credit. Look, I may not understand the reasoning for it. Aesthetically, it looks great, but from a logistics standpoint, it makes absolutely no sense. It's a complete and utter waste. You could have the exact same thing happen with just one drummer, but they choose to have two. Makes life a lot more difficult, a lot more challenging for the drummers. Now, maybe that's why they do it. Maybe that's why they do have two drummers, is to give them that challenge. Okay, well, mission accomplished, guys. Good job. I just don't get it, but whatever. It's fine. Look, at the end of the day, it sounded good, so I can't really complain about it. It's just very impressive to see the bass player lock in with not one, but two drummers, so that was cool. Gotta give him credit for that. 3 guitar players and a keyboard player. A lot of voicings, especially since most of what they played were unisons. Is having 4 voices playing unison lines going to be any different than, say, 3 or 2? 2 maybe, 3 no. When you're talking about a difference between 2 or 3 voices, there's a difference, okay? But when you go from 2 to 4, that's a big difference. That's a huge difference. But going from 3 to 4, not really going to be all that noticeable if you ask me. It's really not going to be that big of a difference. So having 3 guitar players, is that a bit much? Yeah, I think it is personally. But again, logistics versus aesthetics. Okay, aesthetically, it looks cool. The more people you have, the more impressive it looks. I get it. But from a logistics standpoint, is it going to sound all that much different? Is it going to sound any bigger, between 3 voices to 4? No, not really. Unless you're doing harmonics, but they weren't doing harmonics. They were doing a lot of unison lines, a lot of unison stuff, and it just seemed like a little bit of a waste for me. But what they played fit the context of the song. It sounded good. It was clean. So I gotta give them it. I gotta give it to them. Vocally, I wasn't a very big fan, if I'm being honest with you guys. The vocals really didn't do much for me on this song. Again, though, they fit the context of the song. So gotta give it to them. Look, I think I made it pretty clear. I'm not a fan of the song, okay? But just because I may not like the song personally, just because I'm not a fan of the song, does not mean I cannot be objective, look at the song, and go, there is some good stuff happening here. And there is some good stuff happening here. And there was. A lot of good stuff did happen. So I can't deny it, okay? And I can be objective and say, listen, I don't like it, but it's a really good song. I can see the appeal. I can see why a lot of people would dig a song like this. It does have a very strong, laid-back feel. It's a relaxing song. I could see it being utilized for that method. I can see a lot of people partaking in modern medicine, while listening to this song. And I'm not here to judge, if that's how they want to enjoy life, more power to them, as long as it's not hurting anybody. But I can see this being that kind of a song. Yeah, I could see that. So, look, it's not a bad song. It's not. Believe it or not, despite my personal feelings about it, it is a really good song. And that's why it's getting the really good score of 7.2. Now, there may be some people who are here on the channel for the very first time because they saw their favorite band, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, being reacted to on the channel. So here they are. And they may not know what a 7.2 is. They may think a 7.2 is a bad score. Let me break it down for you.
Break it down!
A 7.2 is not a bad score. It's, believe it or not, it's actually defined as a really good score. If you don't believe me, that's okay. I have a solution for you. Take a look down below. Scroll down a little bit in the video description. You're going to see my scoring system chart. And you'll very clearly see that 7.0 to 7.9 is the grading scale for really good. And this is right there, man, 7.2. Yeah, it's at the bottom, but it's still getting a really good score. So yeah, not a bad way to go for your first time out. 7.2, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.